Hey guys, this is FDL again, and I'm bringing you my fifth Shattered Fates hero preview. And this time I'm once again going back to an existing hero with Zhanna, the human priest. And while the like the classic control priest build will still exist and gets a few new tools, I'm gonna present a slightly different build here. Just kind of neat. It's still control but it's based off a combo. It might be too cute, but it has worked so far for me. So I guess time will tell if it's competitively usable. But yeah. So the key new cards for priest is Zelim. Zelim, yeah, that's a mouthful to say. Which is a 3-cost attachment that prevents an ally from attacking. It doesn't affect activated abilities and it doesn't prevent retaliation, but it does prevent attacking, which is the main thing. And it gives a very effective new option for control. Before they had to rely, well, mostly on tidal wave and maybe retreat. But Zelzin is very interesting. It also has a second ability. So when the hymn is removed while while that ally is in play, yeah, when the hymn is detached from the ally is sent back at the bottom of its owner's deck. So let's say if you're Zaladar, you can target Zelzin and not Zaladar, I mean Jericho. Target Zelzin with your ability, and you're gonna remove that ally from the board. Not super useful, but it could be. I mean, it's you have to know that that's it's a possibility. Also, if your opponent has a attachment hate and removes Zelzim, well, it will free his ally, but it will send it back to the bottom of his deck. But what the second part of the ability allows is it makes Mystic of the Veil. I don't know if you remember that this card even exists. It makes her into the heart of this new combo. So this it's a 2/6, which is for 4, which is kind of beefy, and we like seeing that. With an activated ability that costs 2 resources to send an attachment back to its owner's hand. So if you have Mystic of the Veil on board and a Zelzim in your hand, you basically have an infinite number of Banish for 5, while Banish costs 4. So I think that's kind of interesting. And you'd play a card that for 5 had the Banish effect for 5 and bounced back to your hand. So and it works. I've played a fair number of games ever since in the beta and now in the open beta. But yeah, like I said, it might just be too cute. Another very interesting card for this deck is Zen Crusader. It's a 3/3 for 3 that reduces the cost of the first attachment you cast each turn, and it can target a hero, so you cannot use it to reduce the cost of, say, Blood Frenzy, but you can basically play a Crippling Blow for free with the Crusader. And if I have Crusader, Mystic on the board, and an Imd in hand, well, I can do the bouncing Banish for 3. And if I have multiple Crusaders, well, I can do it for 2. So that's definitely interesting. The rest of the deck is mostly about getting your combo. So there's draw, you have Elizabeth, which we all know, very nice. And I put a lone Oracle. I mean, I'd play for Elizabeth if she wasn't unique, but so Oracle is the 4th Elizabeth, so I get less dead draws when I already have Lizzie on the field. But you don't. I mean, if you have an Elizabeth on the field and she survived the turn, you're you're probably in good shape. But still, it's nice to have the different options. Plus, Tio can actually attack, and he becomes quite a beast with King's Pride. So that's good. And the new draw engine for Priest, which is one of my favorite cards in the set, Glass Chalice of Knowing. Do you say chalice or chalice? Anyway, let's call it GCK. Um, it's an artifact that allows you to peek at the bottom 3 cards of your deck and pick one. So it's more expensive than, say, Wizened Staff, which allows you to draw a card for 1 Shadow Energy. But it allows you to filter through your deck, and when you're trying to assemble a combo, it's a very nice option. It's good early game when you're looking for your different piece, and it's very good late game too when you want your closer, whether you're King's Pride or Aeon. So I really like that. Just remember that you need 3 free space in your hand before you can use it. So if you have more than 4 cards, you actually won't be able to use the chalice. So you got to think about that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Otherwise, you get some allies to support support the deck. Devoted Knight, another 3/3 for 3. This one actually accelerates your resources. When it's killed, instead of going to the graveyard, it goes straight on top of your resource pile. So it's kind of in the Tainted Oracle, Elizabeth kind of ally, which gives you a card. Cinderic Apprentice, I'm not sure I like him that much, but yeah, I'm just gonna feature him anyway. He's a 2/4 for 3, but when he's the only ally you have in play, he deals 2 arcane damage at the beginning of combat. So if when you're going first, it's pretty good. You get to play it on turn 3, and then you can kill 4 HP allies, or take no damage from, say, an Ironhide Karash. So he gets a spot, and it's nice also if late game, if you have a King's Pride and you play an Apprentice, well, he attacks for 6. So it's not negligible. Let's see what else. Well, Focus Prayers, it's just such a versatile card. Very cheap, so it's in. King's Pride is a win condition. When you actually have the board, thanks to the Mystic Hymn luck, well, you can turn all your allies into pretty big threats. And Aeon, which is kind of in the same mold as KP. I mean, you can just come in and win some games straight up because of his great power level. So yeah, pretty straightforward deck, and hopefully it works out in the game. So see you in a bit.